In today's Eye on Health, we have a truly inspirational story to share with you, and it starts with this birthday wish.
Happy birthday, Charlie. Happy birthday to you.
That is Tyler Winfield actually singing to Charlie LaValle, who runs Variety, the charity that gave him his voice. Tyler is autistic, and until he got his iPad to help him speak, he couldn't communicate, let alone sing. And now, even better yet, he is speaking on his own without any aid. Tyler and Charlie are our guests today, along with Tyler's mom, Jen, and sister Ariel McNash. And we are so happy to have you here. And this is just such an incredible story.
Thanks for having us, and we have a great opportunity to find 1,000 more kids, thanks to the governor and Department of Community and Economic Development.
So Jen, I want to ask you a question. I think it's important for our viewers to understand this. Tyler was basically, he was nonverbal.
Yes, that's correct. He had one, maybe two words, that was about it, and it was very, very hard to understand anything he would try to ask or tell you. It just, he would get frustrated, mad at himself. You never knew what it was he actually wanted.
And Charlie, we're going to talk a little bit more about this device in just a minute, but you said, what do you do if you're nonverbal and you're sick? How do you tell your mom?
We just had a mother with her 4-year-old. It took 4 days, 3 visits to the doctor, and a full body scan before they found out that she had a fractured leg. How would you feel as the mom if you didn't know?
Right. I mean, yes, how painful that is for you to go through that, not knowing what's wrong with your child because they can't communicate with you.
Right.
Yeah. And so show us how this works, because this iPad, is it an app or?
Well, so it's an iPad, but we call it a communication device because that's what we wanted, and we've tailored it so the speech language pathologists figure out with all the communication disorders what you might need as a communication app, different for me, different for Tyler, Jen, and so on. So the speech language pathologist figures out what's needed and where they are. So here, just to our point, I could use it to say,
I feel sick.
Okay, so for our friends at home here, there are just little buttons on here.
sure.
I made a mistake.
Or a common one, especially the older I get.
I need to use the bathroom.
But even something like that, I mean, as a 4-year-old where you're still maybe having occasional accidents here or there, and you need to tell your parents, hey, I gotta go. Get me out of the car seat, I gotta go to the bathroom, right? So Tyler, tell me how this helped you. You were able to sing happy birthday to Charlie. Yeah? And so what is it like, how does it feel for you being able to tell people how you feel now?
Really good.
It feels really good. And Ariel, you probably just watched your brother blossom since learning how to talk. Can you tell me how that's changed your relationship with him?
It's changed our relationship so much. We went from like barely being able to speak to each other, barely having a relationship at all really, to being full-on brother and sister and being best friends.
And Jen, a tool like this, it seems so simple on the surface, but it has changed probably your life in ways you couldn't imagine.
It truly has. It's taken so much out of everyday life that it was the guessing and not knowing. Whereas now he can easily tell you he's hungry, he's thirsty. I mean, even just something as simple as what movie he wants to watch. He couldn't do that before, you never knew.
So it went from using this app, rehearsing the speech, learning the speech, and being able to then communicate on his own.
Hey, Jen, explain that. What do you think happened?
Yeah, I just think just working with the speech therapist, and they found the app that was working for him. He was able to take that, use this app to help him communicate, and I think through hearing his voice being brought out, it clicked in him and it brought it out in himself.
So Charlie, I think the one big thing that we need to get out to other families is how did they access this? How do they get this for their own family?
So we want everybody to go to our website, varietypittsburgh.org. There's the applications online. They should check it out. And as you and I were talking about, the income guidelines are high, $128,750 for a family of 4. So don't think it's too good to be true.
Right.
Don't think it's just for certain people. Go check it out. It might just transform your child and family.
I mean, seeing this, it's a wonderful example of how something like this can really help, how technology is helping families.
It truly made such a difference.
And how long, I don't know if you told me, how long from the time you started using this to now?
It's been about 2.5 years.
Yeah, but still, what a difference.
Yeah.
Well, we were so happy that you guys came on today to tell us a little bit more about this. Charlie, you're always doing some great work with Variety, so we appreciate it.
Great to see you, and congratulations.
Thank you. And for more on the Variety My Voice program, go to PittsburghTodayLive.com. We have the link posted for you there, and keep watching for our Eye on Health series here on PTL. It happens on Wednesdays, brought to you by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, together with Allegheny Health Network for your health. Coming up next, celebrating our nation's heroes at a fun cannonball. We are back with that after this quick break.